Hi, I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're staying safe at home. Today I want to talk about another powerful, in fact, two powerful tips that can help you burn belly fat and lose that weight. Well, we know for the longest time that you cannot punish fat off your body by exercising more than required, by doing intensive workouts more than required. It doesn't mean that you will burn belly fat, and it doesn't mean that you will lose weight more rapidly. The same thing with fad diets. Starvation diets, diets that make you unhappy, restrictive diets that make you psychologically low. They don't work as well because we have a ton of people in the world right now at this very moment starving themselves to lose weight or punishing their bodies with excessive exercise, and it's not working. If it worked, that would be the way. There wouldn't be a weight loss industry. Everyone would know, starve yourself, punish yourself with exercise, and you lose all of that fat. But we definitely know that doesn't work. Here are my 3 tips for today for your belly fat. Number 1, when something doesn't work, we have to look at our lifestyle. The number 1 most powerful tip that you can, we've discussed several such tips, is keep your dinner as early as possible. Now, you may have a ton of excuses. I'm not here to kind of, reason with every excuse you have. But where there's a will, there is a way. Period. People are eating too late. Especially in our own country, in India, your last meal tends to be the heaviest meal and the latest meal. Okay, if you are trying to lose belly fat and lose weight, you got to change that right now. If you can't eat at 6:30, eat at 7. You can't eat at 7, eat at 7:30. But try to get your meal done as close to possible as sunset, as close to sunset as possible. Your 9:30, 10:30, 11 o'clock meal and then jumping into bed is not going to work for your sugar levels, your insulin levels, your digestive system, and your body weight. Okay, the human body is not designed to eat late night meals. Once we start producing melatonin to sleep, our digestive systems literally slow down. So we actually confuse our bodies more and more when we have late night meals. So whatever your excuse may be, it may be valid. I'm not here to take away from it, but try. Okay, try to get your meals earlier. Most people can if they try. That's number 1. Number 2, if you enjoy desserts, okay, there's the right time to have it. I have nothing against desserts except people overeating desserts, having them every day and having them at the wrong time. Okay, if you want to have your dessert, your sweet or your chocolate, have it after lunch. That brings me to my second tip. At lunchtime, that is the time that your metabolic fire is at its highest. Higher than the morning, higher than night. So make sure that your lunch is actually your most wholesome. Your largest meal of the day is at lunch. And if you want to have that dessert, have it post-lunch. Okay, you don't want to have a late dinner followed by sugar and followed by desserts. That's the worst thing for not just your immune system, your sugar levels, insulin sensitivity, and your weight. Okay, now if you live in balance, you can get away with these things. But if you're out of balance, you got to make these changes. So a lot of people skip their lunches and they say, hey, Luke, I have a breakfast, I skip my lunch and I have a dinner. That's the most insensible thing to do. Because you want to take advantage of your metabolic fire, which is at the highest at lunchtime. So your lunch should be your most wholesome meal. You want to have the dessert, have it after lunch in moderation. Okay, so keep your lunch really wholesome. You would have noticed the days that you skip your lunch or you try to really diet and starve yourself at lunchtime, by the time it's evening, you are craving a snack. You are craving junk food, sugary food, and carb food. Or your dinner becomes larger. But when you start getting your lunch right, like it's a really wholesome lunch, you'll find that you don't even need a tea time. Okay, it doesn't mean you can't have one if you enjoy your cup of chai and a small snack, maybe a fruit and some nuts, but your dinner becomes lighter. So never skip your meals. If you skip your meal, you are putting your body into deprivation and the cravings are going to be more and more for the next meal. So number 1, again, dinner should be the lightest meal of the day. When I say the lightest meal of the day, you can still have carbs, the good carbs. You can still have proteins and fats. Your plate wants to look like more fat, more protein, and fewer carbs. Not no carb, not low carb. Eat in moderation. We need to understand that macros are important for us. The shortcut is cut out major macros. You lose a little bit of weight and you lose a lot more than just your weight. Okay, try to have your dinner towards sunset or within 1 to 1.5 hour post sunset. So as your digestive system shuts down, remember, if your digestive system is slowing down post sunset, so is your metabolism, your ability to break down food the right way. So have an early dinner, keep a good gap of at least 2 to 2.5 to 3 to 3.5 hours between your last meal and bedtime. Move your desserts to lunch. Once in a way, it's absolutely fine to have that night dessert. It's okay. Have it as early as possible. Your lunch becomes your main meal. So these are powerful tips which we have tried and tested on millions of people across the world, okay, through simple education. And they come back and saying only by doing this they realize that they start to lose inches. There are several more tips that you can use to burn that belly fat. Today, your tips were in early dinner, okay, move your desserts to lunchtime, and lunch, get all your macros in that lunch. Most of your calories should be consumed at lunchtime without overeating. And like I said last time, slow down and enjoy your food. You need to understand, the science is the slower you eat, the higher your metabolism rate for the digestion of your food. The slower you eat, the higher is the power to metabolize food. The quicker you eat, you diminish the power of metabolizing your food. So these simple lifestyle changes are free. They don't cost you money. All you need is discipline and consistency. So try this, make it consistent, make it a habit, make it a lifestyle, and then couple it with smart nutrition, couple it with balanced exercise, with good quality sleep, looking after your emotional wellness, and there is no reason that your body should hold on to the fat that you're trying to lose. Of course, there's the hormonal health involved as well. That's a whole other subject. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.